And this really is an image that captures that. And the yellow dotted line is the cap. The cap comes down every year. So we have this environmental certainty about lowering our emissions, meeting our policy goals, while at the same time doing it at the lowest cost. Since the program was implemented in Europe in 2005, that's when it was launched, emissions in Europe are down 1 billion tons per annum. That is significant. In a world of 37 billion tons today, a billion moves the needle. And while there are many, many interesting things that can lower emissions, to do it on this scale is huge. As the carbon price has moved up in the last 3 years from a low of, in the 5 to 10 euro per ton range to today's price of about 20 euros, that has meant that burning coal as an electric utilities burn coal or gas to make electricity. And coal has twice the carbon emissions for the same thermal efficiency as gas. So when the carbon price moves up, it means coal is not profitable. Did these utilities shut down coal production because they were moral or ethical? No. They shut down burning coal because it became unprofitable. And that's the impact of putting a price on carbon emissions. It bites the companies where it makes an impact, and it changes behavior. So emissions trading systems, they can move the needle in terms of emissions. These are the numbers. I've listed the 3 main carbon markets that we invest into: Europe, RGGI, which is 10 states on the east coast of the United States, California, which is linked with Quebec in Canada. And you can see that in these markets, they've broken the link between higher emissions and GDP. So by capping and lowering emissions, it does not doom your economy because you're providing this price signal. Korea launched a market over 500 million tons, and emission trading systems today cover 8% of emissions and 30% of GDP, and have raised over $57 billion in auction proceeds. The big news is China, notwithstanding Corona. The big news is China has been running 8 pilot emission trading systems now for more than 6 years, and they're rolling these into a national emission trading system. The biggest carbon market in the world will be in China next year, covering 3.3 billion tons. That is huge news for environmentalists. Many other countries are now launching. This is a map that shows that there's 8 in force, but there's 4 scheduled and 9 other countries in consideration. Indonesia is launching, Philippines is launching, Mexico is in their pilot phase already, and many other countries are considering launching a cap and trade carbon market. And that certainly is a trend we need to carry on.